Good morning, everyone. So, from today onwards, I have taken grammar. So, your first chapter is determiners. What are determiners? Determiners are words which identify or specify a noun in some way. That means if we are identifying or specifying a noun in some way are called determiners. I have taken two examples. If I say difficult problem or if I say this problem, so in difficult problem, I'm talking about what type of problem. And here, this problem, here I'm pointing out that which problem. So I'm saying this problem. So if we point out or identify, then that word will be called determiner. So this word is identifying it. So it will become determiner. And in this one, difficult problem. So in difficult problem, I'm talking about the what problem. So here that difficult word will become an adjective, and the word problem here also and here also both are noun. So you got the point here. Before the noun only we use adjectives, and before the noun only we use determiners. Okay, next is kinds of determiners. So there are six kinds of determiners. Like first is articles, second is demonstrative, third possessive, fourth distributive, quantifiers, and interrogatives. Here in articles, examples like a and the. In demonstrative, this, that, these, those. Demonstrative means demonstration. That means giving a direction, like this boy, this girl, that boy. Third one is possessive. Possessive means hold. Okay, like I say my, our, your, his, her. Distributive. In distributives we talk about each, every. So either, neither, each, every. Quantifiers. Quantifiers is quantity or number, like some, any, much, many, several, etc. Interrogative, WH family word, what, whose, which, etc. So all these are called determiners. There are six kinds: articles, demonstrative, possessive, distributives, quantifiers, and interrogatives. Articles, there are two articles only. There are two articles means a or n and the. So a or n is called indefinite article and the is called definite article. A or n is called indefinite because it leaves indefinite person or thing. That means here the person or thing is not at all definite. That means we do not know about the person or about the thing. It can be any person or anything. Definite means it's talking about or point out something particular, defined. So that is called indefinite and definite. Now, before that, I want to tell you first, if we classify a noun, there are two types of classification, like countable and uncountable. Countable, countable which we can count. Uncountable cannot count. So, countable can be singular and countable can be plural. And uncountable is uncountable only. We cannot count it, so it will not be a singular, plural, uncountable. Okay, so three classifications: singular countable noun, plural countable noun, and uncountable noun. Okay, so determiners are the words which are used before a noun. That means articles are also determiners, so it is also used before a noun only, but before that we have to classify that which type of noun is used before these articles. So classification is singular countable, plural countable, and uncountable. Now what is singular countable, plural countable, uncountable, and how it is used? So an, it is used before singular countable nouns. A or n is used before singular countable nouns. Like if I say a book, an orange, a girl. Book, singular, countable. Orange, singular, countable. Girl, singular, and it is countable. So a or n used before singular countable noun. Unlikely, it is used now. It is used before singular countable noun, plural countable nouns, and uncountable. Like countable noun, the book. Plural countable noun, the books. Books, plural countable. Uncountable, the milk. So before continuing, we have to decide no singular countable and plural countable and uncountable. So what you got here, an indefinite article, the definite article, because it is definite because it is pointing out or talk about something particular. Okay, now a or n. A or n indefinite article. So first point is the choice between a and n is determined by sound. By which sound? By vowel sound. Okay. So I am talking about vowel sound, not the vowel letter a, e, I, o, u. These are vowels. So the sound should be a, e, I, o, u, not the words. Like if I take example, I say an, as, a, an umbrella, umbrella, umbrella. Okay, an honest. So honest is silent here, word h. So it is an honest. An honorable. Honorable, h is silent, h is not stressed. So an honorable. N M A. Look, M is a consonant letter. Okay, but if we pronounce it M, M. So M like E M, sound is M. So sound is M, that's why we have to use N M E. Second point, before a word beginning with a consonant sound, A is used. So if a word is beginning with a consonant sound, like a union. Union, it is starting with a vowel letter, but if we pronounce it, the sound is U. Okay, so union is a union. Next, a European. European, it is starting with a vowel letter, but the pronunciation is U. So a European, not an European. Okay. Next is a 1 rupee note. So a 1 rupee note, a 1. It is a vowel letter but not the vowel sound. So it is a 1 rupee note. Next example, a horse. Here H is pronounced and it is stressed. Okay, so we will write a horse. So basically, for going A or N, first you have to put A or N before a singular countable noun, and the choice between A and N, you have to pronounce word. If the vowel sound is coming, then you have to put N, and if the consonant sound is coming, then you have to put A. Not go for a letter, not go for a E, I, O, U letter. I am saying you have to go for a sound. If a sound is vowel, then N. If a sound is consonant, then A. Okay, now talking about the definite article. The Definite article. So the is the definite article, and to make a noun particular, if we have to make a noun particular, then we use the article before it. Like I am taking example, let's go to the park. So the park means the park in this town or in this city, in this area. That means we have particularized the park. Okay, not any park over here. We are talking about a particular park. So noun is particularized over here. One more example, the girl cried. The girl cried means not any girl, means the girl already talked about. That means we are talking about some girl. Okay, that is particularized. We know which about whom we are talking. So the girl cried is, we are talking about any particular girl that is in my mind or that is in your mind, not any of the girl. Coming to the next example, like I have already written over here, I got a camera and a watch as birthday present. The watch is beautiful, but the camera doesn't click. So I got a camera means any camera, and a watch means any watch as birthday present. Now a camera, a watch means any camera, any watch. Now in the second sentence, the watch is beautiful. Now in the second sentence, in my mind, watch is particularized. Watch is defined over here, definite, because now I'm talking about this watch only. And in first example, there can be any watch, there can be any camera, but in the next sentence, it is defined that I am talking about this watch only, which has been given to me as present. So the watch is beautiful, but the camera doesn't click. So in the second sentence, we are talking about this camera only and this watch only. So that is why we have used the watch, the camera. Okay, in first example, I got birthday present, any camera or any watch. So it will become a camera, a watch. So from here, we will continue in our next video. Okay.